Hello, everybody. I am the Phenomenal Sir, and I am back with another episode of Retro RPG Goodness. As you may be able to tell from the screen, we are going to be playing some Rings of Power, which we briefly delved into during our last Saturday morning cartoons. I really liked the game, and I really wanted to play it more. And Calrea told me that I should play it more. And also, it appears there are a limited number of retro RPGs that I can effectively stream on my laptop. So, um, it all came together, and this is what we're playing tonight, y'all. This is it. The OG itself, Rings of Power. You are a goal, Calrea. You are a thing I aspire towards. I just want to basically cash in on your cute face. That's really it. Is I just wanna use you as a means of my own enwealthment. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we've got a ton of new emotes because Twitch has seen fit to gift all affiliates 3 additional emote slots. So we have a grand total of 6 emotes unlocked now. Um, they're all awesome. Um, Only one. Well, we've got the empty chair hype emote, which I've been using a little bit myself, and then we also have the legend emote, which is the first one that Calrea just used, and it's supposed to be Lucatiel's mask, I believe is what it's called. It's the helmet that I always wear in Dark Souls, and Megami Mori made it for me, so I was like, all right, I gotta use that as well. So anyway, hopefully they have that helmet when Elden Ring comes out next year. So, without further ado, let's go find some Rings of Power. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. A Naughty Dog Inc. production. Woo! This was actually the first game that I ever streamed a full playthrough of on my stream. Um, about 6 months ago, I actually had a message pop up that let me make sure y'all can hear the music. There we go. I had a message pop up on my Facebook. It was a Facebook memory from 10 years ago where I was watching someone do a let's play of this game, and I said if I had the wherewithal to do a stream, I would do a damn better job of streaming Rings of Power than this guy was doing. So I had to make it my first big thing. And I'm actually planning to stream this on my birthday in January as well. I'm going to try to beat the whole thing in one go, which will probably be like 8 to 10 hours. So this is kind of like a practice run for me. It's not. We're not going to call it a speed run because the speed run time on this is absurd. So, but we're going to call it a 100% speed run. Oh, right off the bat, this is the blessed run. 3 Fanini. That's like 3,000 gold. Thank you. Oh, oh, you beautiful bastards. Thank you. Hey, take a look at this. Take a look at these nuts. Buy these Fanini. Thank you. Oh, it's beautiful. Hey, buddy, have a bribe. The cat was walking by. Okay, so 30 times 6, that's what, 180 gold? Yeah, so we got to reduce this by, we got to drop this down to 45, 12, 44, I don't know. There we go. Let's buy a shitload of gems. This has just completely set us up for victory right off the bat. There. 54 gems. That's like enough to max out our money. Oh, never. Oh, I think it's raining outside, Calrea. Never save on the overworld map because you will die. No gremlins today. This was the right choice. The 3 panini are gonna completely flavor the entirety of the game moving forward. So we're gonna grab this key. Now we have a map of the world. 2 water. That's cool. There we go. You're just gonna have to read along. There's a lot of dialogue in this little bit, and my voice is still kind of jacked up. Ooh, teacher's pet gets to go see the priest before he gets his quest. Okay. He gave me a tome, which honestly serves 0 purpose in the game. Nothing about that is useful. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it was supposed to be a quest item at some point, and then they just kind of were like, whatever. But the tome has no purpose in the game. I didn't give it enough time to regen. The Hermit. F that guy. You're gonna see save scumming like you've never seen before in this game. If any of you out there have never seen this game before, which I think is probably a lot of you. Hey buddy, what can you tell me about your class? What about the city? What about your quest? About the job? I used to be a mighty sorcerer, but Thalamus gave me the boot. Now I do nothing! Go into wary. That was, just so we're clear, that was me pressing start to open up the menu. Whenever you see this fight menu pop up, I am pausing, and then I am choosing to either flee or I am altering how aggressive or defensive my characters are. So you want to go berserk for attacks, you want to go wary for defensive. As you can see right off the bat, the very first enemy in the game has like double your HP, so it's not a merciful game, and you really have to do it to manual. If you let the game choose your own spells, you will regret it. I was a little too slow on that one. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. That first round was probably enough. Playing wary is fine. This level. Stun him! He's dead. There we go. Save, because you never know. You could walk out the door with no health and get attacked by a bear. Random encounters in this game are pretty much instant death for like the first half of the game. Until you have a full party, or I'll say, until you have at least 4 party members, you don't want to be in any random encounters. 1 gem, nice. Not great, but nice. A dragon stone would be better. You always hope for that early dragon stone or boat stone. But gems are good too. So he gives us our second spell, Clue, which I think Warn gives you like better attack power, and Clue, or Warn gives you better defense and Clue gives you better attack. I don't know. I don't cast them. Honestly, other than healing with the Necromancer, you should probably never use anything other than attack spells, with one exception, which is the Sorcerer has spells that can like bind or mesmerize enemies, and it causes them to miss their turns. You will see me abuse those spells because they're absolutely unfair. It's like two or three rounds. The first one only affects one enemy. The later level of it affects like 2 to 3 enemies. And just denying them a move for 3 rounds. Generally, if Buck goes, once you have those spells, if Buck goes before the enemy party, it's pretty much guaranteed victory. Because they're just not going to get to attack. So. Even though in Rokus or Hero, well, never mind. So, Calrea, since you're the only one listening, can you hear my fan going in the mic, or is it good right now? Because I have my fan like pointed directly at the underside of the computer because I've noticed it has a tendency to get very hot very fast, which I don't like, but whatever. She might already be asleep, y'all. Till now, these stories have been dismissed as legends. So he's telling us about the 11 rings, which were made from the shattered remnants of the Rod of Creation, which was basically used to make everything. Nexus and his brother, the Demon Void, fought over the rod. They split it in half. Each fled with half and turned it into rings. The rings have been lost for centuries. Hello, Yelleth. She's getting surround sound through the tablet and hall. Well, lucky you. Students disperse! Hello, Yelleth. We started a new quest in Rings of Power, and I'm going to be treating this as a practice run for my, hopefully, one-shot victory on my birthday. So, the first 20 minutes or so are going to look familiar to you, and then it'll be new content. So, sorry I didn't catch much of your stream. We are already... Darthalmus! We are already crushing it. The first treasure chest in the game that I opened had 3 of an item called a Fanini that sold for 1,285 gold each. And I used that to buy like 3,000 food and water and a shitload of gems. And we're going to sell those gems, and we're going to make an amazing amount of money. And we are going to be Gucci all the way. Also, Calrea just showed you all of our emotes. I brought back the old Tub Life and Phenomenal Baby emotes, and we've got a new one, the Empty Chair Height, which you've seen before. And we've got the Legend emote, which is a Dark Souls emote. I'll say Gucky if I so please. We want Jolt. Jolt is the next... We can't use Jolt next. When we get to our next level, we'll be able to use Jolt. That's like an upgraded stun spell. Actually. Let's just kill this guy while we're here. We'll either succeed or not, right? Berserk! Worry! Wow, we slapped the shit out of him in the first round. I am officially a pro Rings of Power player. Out of the 47 people that play this game, I'm in the top 10. There we go. Preemptive quest completed. Hey, buddy. I think I might get XP for talking to him. There we go. Okay. Don't want to go there yet. You know, honestly, I gotta give the developers props because once you realize, like, some of the little graphics are kind of hard to tell what they are, but once you realize what they are, it makes perfect sense. Like, they honestly did really well with like the overworld graphics and everything. I can't be a Rings of Power speedrunner, Yelleth, because the #1 speedrunner beat the game in 1 hour and 3 minutes, and I don't want to beat the game in 1 hour and 3 minutes. It's glitchy. I watched him. He basically cheats the system on food and water. Like, if you don't eat food and water, you start to take damage and die. So he basically just gave himself like unlimited money by selling a bunch of stuff in commerce. And then he bought 99 party heal items. And every time his party's about to die from lack of food and water, he just uses one of those items. So he's running around with no food and no water, just healing himself like every 5 minutes. And he straight up like glitched his way through 2 of the rings. It's not... It would have to be like an all percentage run. Like, I don't even know what you'd call it. It would have to be like a special run. Ooh, 5 sand. That's awesome. We got 5 sand, y'all. We're in business. There's a quest much later on where we'll have to bring sand to make a telescope lens for an observatory, and you need magic sand from Mesa. And normally you have to go to a very specific place and gather the sand, but because we got it as a trade good, we're gold. We don't need it. Or we shouldn't need it. Hey, buddy. I got that key you were talking about. Or whatever. Nice. We got Slash. Alright, so we got our second party member. We've been playing for, I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that. This is one I could play over and over and over and have fun with, Yelleth, but I couldn't speedrun it. Took me 8 years to beat it. This game is hard if you don't know where everything is. I basically memorized it because there are spots where you can actually soft lock yourself, or where you can like ask someone for a hint on how to do something and they'll tell you once and then never again. And I basically memorized this game by failing over and over and over until eventually I had done most of it so many times that I just knew it by heart, and then I beat it. So we could go by boat, but we're gonna go the foot route. We might get a couple of random encounters, but this way we'll be able to pick up a whole bunch of items, and essentially we're going to start here and we're going to walk across this entire continent grabbing stuff along the way. We're going to get all the items we need, and then we're going to buy a boat and we're going to sail back to this point, and then we'll go through it a second time. And we'll have all of our party members at that point. So we need a key to get into here. Look, I found the key. Hey, buddy. Quest, city. Yeah. I want to wait. I don't want to piss that guy off. Hey. Can't let you in there. Flem is conducting a very important private burial. Remember, death is not the end of life. Life is the beginning of death. And I think I said it the first time I ran through this, but those words shooketh me to my core as a child, and they have haunted me ever since. I have nothing more to say on that topic. Thanks, buddy. If I fill in for you tonight on courier duty, you'll let me in to talk to Flem. I gotta go to Salami's grave with the corpse. I have to go at night. If I go in the daytime, I'll get attacked. So, take the corpse. Don't sell the corpse. Can't sell it. And Salami's grave, which I think we can learn from talking to somebody in an inn or something somewhere. I don't know where we learn it. But Salami's grave is right here, so we can't until it gets dark. Death is forever. It's true. Now there's a guy here. He really shouldn't be here, but I see that our mutual friend Heck has convinced you to take his courier duty. It's fine by me, but don't go poking your nose in necromancer business. Corpse lost. Did it. So now he's going to let us in to talk to the head necromancer Flim, who will tell us what we need to do to recruit a necromancer for our party, who is, other than the sorcerer, the most important party member you can have, because he's the only one that can heal you. He just exited. How'd you get in here? This is a closed service. Although I am pleased that Thalmus has gone on to greener pastures, his work must go on. He gives us the necromancer symbol and tells us that if Enchanter Master Xylotile is party to their plans, he will give you his symbol as proof. Likewise, the conjurers might suspect us necromancers of some nasty undertaking. Take my symbol to Mistress Hayes in perfection. So, I need to show the necromancer symbol to the conjurers. But he wants to see the enchanter's symbol before he'll let the necromancer join our party. Things are getting a little crazy. So, the knight and the archer are pretty much standalone quests. The other three are all interlinked. So you to get one, you basically have to get all of them. I'm taking some little shortcuts across various parts of the terrain that I don't want to walk across. I think I fucked up. This is why we practice. There we go. Not if you're a necromancer, Yelleth. You can bring me back. Spending a lot of time off-road, which is costing me food and water. Yeah, we've already burned through 1,000 food since we started. Ridiculous. Nope. I'm going to take a little quick drop down here. Shady Rest Funeral Home. There's an item we need up here. The skull. We got it. Quick save. I mean, this is what I would consider like a 100% speed run, Yelleth. Like, if you're doing the entire game, this would be considered speedrun strats, I guess. Other than all the mispresses on buttons. Oh, our food has dropped below the maximum. You can see the little bar getting shorter. So one of these braziers has a mirror in it that we need. It's one of these two. Nope, I'm wrong. Memo. Papers. Magic mirror was moved to the speed crypt. Better climb it. Okay. While we're here, buy some flowers. So we need 19 water to even it out. Getting a little low low on money. Money, money, money. So you got to understand too, Yelleth, that if you actually play this game all the way through, what I'm doing is I'm basically skipping to the last part of multiple quests simultaneously by grabbing the item I need. Like normally you'd have to go around, you'd have to talk to person in town A, and they'll tell you that they heard from person in town B that something about a thing, and then you go talk to that person and they're like, hey, if you bring me this item, I might remember where such and such is hidden. And I'm just like, fuck all that noise. I'm just grabbing the stuff. So if you do ever intend to play this game, you should definitely pay close attention if you want to skip a lot of time in the game. Time and aggravation. Alright, we got a split in the road. We're going to go this way, which leads us to the town of Chaos, where the Enchanters are from. If we go the other way, it takes us straight to Cathedral, which we can get to by leaving out of the west exit from this town, so. Oh, wait, no, but you know what? We can't actually be here yet, so I'm dumb. I need the mirror from Speed. That's okay. Oh, dragon. Flee. Oh, double block. Get foot. In the least aggressive way possible. Get bent. I block both attacks and run away. It really is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, it's like you and Denaz with Mario RPG. Which I know a lot more people like Mario RPG than like this game, but that's not this game's fault. That's EA's fault. I honestly wish more people had played this game. There we go. Got confused. Oh, I don't even know which one is damage. And one of those spells does damage and one reduces your max HP. Like the target's max HP. I don't know which one is which, so I'm just going to skip them. It's not a user-friendly game, especially if you were younger when you played it. Ah, yeah, whatever. Bastards. Take my damn money. Shits. So we're going to go down here to this bridge. A sextant. So now when we look at our map, we'll be able to see longitude and latitude if we're outside. Boom. Which is important because there are actually quests where they're like, yo, go to 2.08.9, and if you don't know that where the sextant is, you're just fucked. You can't. It's impossible. Let's see. Here we go. This used to be a factory, apparently. And that's a flipstone. Which I could have bought in Chaos, but there's a free one here. Hey, get me a flipstone so I can get out of here, and I'll tell you where the Mines of Misery are. You'd like to know that, wouldn't you? I already know where they are, but I need the map anyway. Oh, take this. You kept your end of the bargain, I'll keep mine. The Mines of Misery are just to the east. Here, I'll make a map for you. You can just go to the mines without giving him the flipstone. But if you don't give him the flipstone here, when you get to the very end of the game, like literally the last thing you're supposed to do before you go to beat the final boss, you will absolutely get reamed in the butt, because now that he's escaped, he's going to go to like the final fortress, and he's going to get hired as a guard for the treasury. And if he's not the guard for the treasury, then you have to kill like 50 people to be able to get into the treasury room. But if he's there, he's just like, oh shit, it's you guys. Yo, and just lets you in. So, Lenny never forgets a favor. Lenny flips out. So, even if you know where, there's another section like this where you're given a quest to kill a guy, and you can absolutely lie to the regent and say, yeah, I killed him. But, or you can actually kill him. I'm sorry, no, you don't lie. The quest is you go find this guy and you're supposed to kill him. And if you kill him, you come back and the regent's like, great job, you did it. And then when you get to a much later point in the game, you'll run into a guy that will freeze your party and put you in a prison cell. And if you actually murdered the guy that we're talking about, then you just die. You soft lock your game. If you kill Lenny, you cannot, or not Lenny, what was his name? The merchant guy. If you kill him, you can't, Fiverr. If you kill Fiverr, you cannot beat the game. Which is what the game tells you to do, is kill him. Which is pretty shitty. So, sorry I can't let you into the upper chambers. You're a handsome young sorcerer, though. If you bring me a bouquet of flowers that they sell in the City of Perfection, I might let you in. Well, guess what, biddy? Boom! There's a sexton hidden in a cave behind the falls just to the east. That's right, there is. Three flipstones. Those would have been useful a second ago. Show her the map. I know you need an archer for your party, but my best student Feather is a prisoner in the mines. I need help in rescuing her and the others who are there. So that's all well and good, but honestly, I don't feel like going through the aggravation of the number of fights I'm going to have to do to get her. Because Feather is hands down, she's like Nina 3 levels of suck. So we'll come back for her later. There were multiple points where I referenced the fact that she's just absolute garbage in my previous run of this. She's bad. Oh, bears. Run away! One bear, maybe. Honestly, random fights are not worth the trouble. You don't get enough XP to level up from random fights. Someone's home, just some random asshole. But he's got the goblet, so we take it. Interesting little factoid. If you come over here, there's a bunch of burnt out buildings, and you can repeatedly search these chests. If you just keep closing them and then exiting, you can keep coming back in and opening them over and over. This was how I made all my money as a kid before I found out about the treasure room. Once I found out about the treasure room, I never came here again. After a while, it'll mess up and it'll say there's nothing interesting. Then you just switch to another one. And you just keep doing it. So, yeah, fun stuff. So that's a glitch. Or it might be a thing that the developers put in so they could give themselves more money. I don't know. Save. So other than commerce, this is the best place to sell gems. I'm not going to sell all my gems because I just want enough to buy a ship, and that will help me greatly. That's the shipmaster. Yo, girl, what you got going on? Oh, she's the ugly one. Ship. And we'll need to be able to pay these guys for our trip. So this is our craft. First stop, we want to go to commerce over there. Before we do that, we can go to chaos. Now that we've got the mirror. Please. They have red and black priests here, which is cool because they have equal opportunity hate. And you can steal a body here that you can sell for money later. But our main goal is we want to go... First, we want to go to the Enchanters Tower. That corpse is just free money, by the way. You don't need it for anything. We want to buy a bingo ticket from this guy. Yes. Noise. Come here again. We want to talk to this enchanter up here who is... He used to be like Xylotile's personal assistant or something. But now he lives for Void. And I'm going to show him the magic mirror. And if you go to Cathedral, you search all the bookshelves in Cathedral, which there's a lot of bookshelves in Cathedral. One of the many, many pieces of paper you can find will tell you that there used to be a magic mirror kept in the City of Perfection, which could reveal someone's true self. So you show him the mirror. And never mind. It skipped it. Okay, so he's supposed to say, holy crap, is that me? I look terrible. I really need a bingo card. And then you bring him the bingo card, and then he gives you this. But apparently I just figured out a way to skip that. So I lost the bingo ticket. Which is actually a problem, because I need an item that the sorcerer, or the black priest is supposed to lose. So I'll give him the mirror. There you go. So now we give him the mirror. And we're supposed to get attacked by a black priest. Oh, I broke it. Ah! There we go. So he attacks me. Can't use that, can't use that. We need to kill this specific priest because he dropped something that we need for a puzzle. So I just figured out a weird little glitch. You can sequence break that. Take my symbol to Flim in the City of Blood and tell him I'm with him. Alrighty. And then I take this and show it to the conjurers, and then the conjurers will give me their symbol to show to the enchanter, and then it's a whole thing. Ah, oh, just about to save you bastards. I don't think that'll count as a flea. No. just about to run away when someone cruelly injected themselves into my life. Alrighty. So what's our next move, y'all? I didn't want to, that was not supposed to be our next move. So our next move is we got to get the stuff for the conjurer. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get attacked by a dragon. The random encounters are getting a little crazy now all of a sudden. What's going on, guys? Am I getting too good? They have to keep attacking me over and over? So we're going to go to commerce real quick. We'll get some money because we're getting a little short. And I'm going to need a lot of money here shortly so I can buy spells for everyone. You can see my money bleeding away. Oh my god. The maneuvering. Full difficulty. Where are we in relation to the city? Okay, just west. Oh, well, don't want to do that. There's a cave up there where there's a ring that we'll need later. That is an enemy. $428. Oh yeah. Oh, and I guess I can sell this corpse too. Boom. $15,000 is the max, not 16,000. I wonder, while I'm here... Hey, buddy. Doggone Slime Bucket Regent sent you, right? I swear I never cheated in poker. I won fair and square, and now he wants to kill me. I'll leave town. I'm out of here. Just say the word. They'll never see me again. Do we have a deal? Yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about. Thanks. I owe you $1 million, and Fiverr never forgets his debts. I'll pay you back someday. Fiverr darts out the room. Alright, so we hit a checkpoint for that quest. Hopefully it doesn't soft lock us later. Now we've got maxed out money. We got all the things we need. Let's head on down. Really, the only other thing we really need at this point is some pirate flags, which I would... God damn it, I don't mean to keep doing that. I really just want to get those by treasure chest and not by actual work. Come here later. We'll murder her later, it's okay. Don't stress about it, guys. There's a person on that island that gives us a quest, and that she gives us a quest to go get an item, and then when we bring her the item, she attacks us. So the easy solution is you just kill her, and then you get what you need, and just forget about the rest of the quest. So. Are we on food and water? We're still good. I can make this a ringtone. Oh, I need the fire key. Where do I get the fire key from? Do you guys know? Do you remember where I get the fire key from? Let's see. I would be dropping the wood off here. See, this is why we do the practice. So that we can learn things. The fire key. I don't remember where to get the fire key from. It's not here, is it? Is it just like stuck in here? I know that there's the conjurer in the oasis near Chaos, but I don't think they give you a key. Let's see. That tells me where the cave is. Dry. You know what? I need to get the fire key from the conjurer I was just talking about. That's where I get it from. So I don't need to come over here yet after all. So let's reload and back out. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I was speed running so fast I tripped and fell over my own feet. So let's go get our necromancer and calm down for a moment. Oh, this always gets me. This is nothing. No, don't shoot at me. You know what? I'm gonna kill you. He said, ching! Oh, one attack? Wow. Okay. I disagree. He's gonna kill Slash. Yep. You can fuck right off. Buck took one attack, missed, and then was like, oh, we got ourselves a badass here, and just backed off. Like, okay, cool. Good job, Buck. Let's go check the treasure room real quick, y'all. It's that same fucking dragon! I like how the icon for this area is just a treasure chest. bridge stones, noise. We're already full on money, so we don't really need this, but I just wanted to see if I could get some flags, because that's fewer pirates that we have to kill later. Boat stones, that's nice. In case I need an extra boat. Not giving me a whole lot in the way of treasure. And my money's full, so need trade goods. And why do I keep running out of food? All this is wasted money. Boat stones. I would like some dragon stones. Dragon stones would be amazing because you're actually like required to get at least one dragon stone to beat the game. Actually, no. Well, reasonably speaking, you need 2, unless you're really careful not to lose your dragon. But 3 corpses, okay. Well, overall, that was kind of a shitty treasure run, but we did get the corpses, so that's 4,500 gold later. Just gonna go for $8. I'm gonna go for 100. Boom. And then 13,598. There we go. There we go. 50 should do it. Okay. So let's go grab ourselves a necromancer. Wait, I'm cutting it too far. God damn it! I keep doing that shit. I keep doing the fucking camp instead of the map. I'm going too quick. There we go. Up here, and then down. Okay, I'm okay. Nope, don't even try to come after me. Fucker. Oh, well. That was less of a shortcut than I thought it was. Am I stuck? Oh my God in heaven. Really? Fuck you. I messed that up. Rings of Power. It's true, Divide. You know what else is true? If you check your emotes, you're going to see a whole mess of new emotes available for you to use because Twitch gave all the affiliates more emote slots. Welcome, welcome, by the way. We are doing Rings of Power. I am not doing the Let's Solve the Puzzles run. I am doing the I know where everything is, so let's get this shit done run. We're an hour in and we're about to get our third party member. So, we're playing for realsies now. How are you? Yes, I'm rich. I don't need you. Get out of here. It's not the jank we want, but it's the jank we need right now. Yo, check this shit out. Blood and bile. Oh, absolutely. Well, we got a couple of hours left to go. We're going to definitely have our full party by the end of this. I don't know if you remember, it took... When I first was streaming this, I was doing it in 1 hour segments. It's not going to take that long this time through. Because last time I was trying really hard to like show all the steps to the puzzles and things. And this time I'm more treating it like a practice run for my birthday. When I plan to beat the whole thing in one go. So we got our Necromancer. Get his level 2 spells. Boom. Everybody leveled up from that, which is awesome. Oh, wait, gotta go back up this way. Oh. No, no, no. Don't attack me, Mr. Dino. So we've got 3 characters now. Go us. Hopefully, by the time we get to the Conjurer's house, we'll have gotten all of our health back. Actually, before I do that, I want to go grab some nectar. If they sell it. I don't know if they sell it here. Actually. Let's check. If they do, it's going to be expensive as hell, but I don't know where else to get it. There it is. Let's make sure it does what I remember it doing. Yep. So Nectar heals all your mana and all your health. Mana and Balm just does one or the other. Oh. It's actually cheaper to buy one of each. Because Balm heals all your health and Mana heals all your mana. Thank you, Divide. So it's actually cheaper to go with the individual option. And since this isn't a speed run, how many balm did we just buy? 52? So roughly 2,600 in mana. So, oh, I bought books by accident. Damn me. Just a little under 4,000. Oh, perfect. We got exactly the amount we needed. Go us. Okay, so we got our mana and our balm, so we can restore our health and our magic as we adventure. Go us. I always cut it just a little too low there. Every time. Hello there, ma'am. It's a beautiful day for murder. Oh. Don't worry, we got this. Boom. Instant win. She can't do shit. Because she can't move. Stab her. Now she may break free of this, but if she does, we'll just confuse her again. It's not a big deal. Oh my god. Mortimer just went ham. Fire key. That's what we were after before. Trust me, guys. She was completely insane. If we brought her the ogre egg, she was going to attack us. It wasn't murder, it was preemptive self-defense. It's like Minority Report. Actually. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I have to be over here. Okay. Got him. 5 XP. Never coming back here again, so we can leave that chest open. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, the wood! Yo, man, you want this? Shows wood. So we got the ideal key from him, conjurer's key, whatever it's called. We can get in here. There we go. She gives me the symbol of conjurers, show her the necromancer symbol, and she'll let a conjurer join, and then I show the conjurer symbol to the enchanter, and I get an enchanter for my party. Easy peasy. Right? Right. Perfect. Alexi's a good party member to have as well. Conjurers are pretty much just brute strength characters. They're very mana heavy, but they and the enchanters are like your two enforcer characters. I think the enchanter is probably less powerful than a conjurer. She gave me the Eye of Nexus. And we'll need that for 2 quests. Hello, traveler. Let's see how we do. Probably not well. Yeah, I just don't want to fight them. It's just not worth it. It's not worth fighting them because they're not worth any XP. There we go. To buy spells, you gotta talk to the person in the back, not the one that's right up front, like you would think. Makes no sense. Does this one sell something different? No, I want to talk to you. About you. Do you sell something? No. Oh! Interesting. Does not reduce the cost of the spells. I mean, I've got the money. That'll be for much later in the game. There we go. So now we can go get our enchanter, and then we'll get our archer on our way past speed at some point in the future. I don't feel a real need to go there right away because, as I've said before, she sucks. The person who speedran the game didn't have the knight or the archer in their party that I watched. Oh wait, no, wrong way. I watched a little bit of the person who beat this in 1 hour and 3 minutes, and he skipped the knight and the archer entirely and just went with the conjurer, enchanter, and necromancer. Oh, pirates! Run away! Don't cast frenzy. Oh, thank you, Jesus. None of them cast it. Nice. That's a save. If any one of them had cast Frenzy, I'd have probably lost a character right away. And they could cast Frenzy. They knew it. Week has been stressful, Divide. We've had a lot of issues lately at work and personally. But I'm off tomorrow. I gotta take Hobbs to the vet for like a follow-up appointment, just basically checking him out because he got some medication for his eye. He had like an eye infection. Hey, Nintendo Joey. But other than that, I'm just planning to play Pokemon all day tomorrow. So that'll be nice. But other than that, it's been very stressful for me and Karen. We've been having a lot of issues. Thank you. No. For her, it's family health issues. And if you get on her Facebook page, you'll very quickly see, because she's been talking about it on Facebook. And she's extremely stressed about that, and we're still working on our procedure rewrite. That's the main part of it. For us, it's that Calrea doesn't have a car right now, so I've been driving her back and forth to work. And since I've started doing that, I've had to replace the battery in my car, and the keyless start fob died. So I actually had to get my boss to drive me home today, track down my backup key, and then come back to work to get my car. Which, I've got a good boss, so it wasn't an issue, but it was very stressful. Yeah. Yeah, fourth quarter 2021 has not been good to us. It all kicked off with losing Lily, and ever since then, it's been like a very slow drip of just horribleness the whole way. Okay. So we're gonna go over yonder to get our character. Thank you. I'm surviving. Like I said, I got new emotes. Isn't that enough? So am I going to see you tomorrow for Pokemon, Joey? It's going to be the first time I've ever done a Nuzlocke run. I think I'm going to steal from Aeon Aegis, and I'm going to have like a revive a Pokemon channel point redeem, and like a catch a second Pokemon redeem, and I'm definitely going to let people name Pokemon. So I think it'll be fun. I'll probably be like, as long as I can get it to stream correctly, because, oh yeah, and Divide, I'm actually streaming on a new laptop because my PC died on me. So I had to go buy a new laptop. Well, I didn't have to go buy a new laptop, but I really needed to go buy a new laptop. So I've been having issues with my streams because there are some games it won't play because it's a lot newer. I got a Lenovo Legion 7 Slim. There we go. If we go back down the stairs there, we will get attacked by that huge pack of enchanters, and they will kill us at our current level. It's alright. It's got a little bit of a heating issue. I have it propped up at like a 30-degree angle with a fan over here blowing air underneath it, because it's got 4 ventilation fans around the back of it, but still somehow gets hot enough to burn me. I actually burned my hand on the back of it yesterday. So yeah, we had 3 more trees cut down in the backyard, and we had that giant stump that was in the backyard ground up the same week that Calrea was looking for a car, and my car was having issues, and my computer died. So like all together, we got hit by 34. It was 3,400 for the trees, like 1,800 for the laptop, and for the protection plan and all that jazz. And then had to get a new battery put in my car for 200. It's just a bunch of aggravation, but we're surviving. And then there's Hobbs. Somebody just left. I think Joey left. He's like, I can't handle this. It's too stressful. This isn't where you get frenzy, is it? I don't think it is. No. You get a trash spell here. Yeah, and it's like nothing, well, the trees, other than the trees, it's like nothing related to the actual house. It's just other bullshit, is the worst part. What the hell, Divide? Why did you convince me to become a homeowner? I thought it was just going to be all nothing but nude walks at 3 a.m. in the backyard and being able to paint the walls whatever color I want. I didn't know it was going to be all this nonsense. You led me astray. %, of home ownership. I see why you don't want to get rid of that patch of trees behind your house then. I don't want to talk to you. Go to hell. Do you sell frenzy, sir? I bet you do. Damn. Well, we just won. We've won the game. Too far. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go talk to this statue and give it its eyeball. Take this scroll to the house of Bob at sunrise. Alright, let's go save this stupid archer. Damn her. Only because I gotta go this way anyway. Hey, buddy. You've made a terrible mistake. And stun. You're dead. And stun. You're dead. See, this is so much easier once you're got 5 party members and you're all level 3 and 4. Claw. Spark. Pew pew. 1 XP for each of these fights, by the way. Just take note of that. Stab. Stab him. Jolt. And he's dead. Man, we are just absolute champions. We're going to do a quick trick right here to get our party member before the fight, which, if you insist on playing the game the way they intend for you to, this is actually a nice trick to get you some extra help for the final boss fight. If you take a single step forward, it will put you into a fight with those 2 bandits and that priest. But if you turn immediately to your right and talk, you just show your little symbol, and we got an archer. She's useless, but she can absorb damage for us. And if we really wanted to, we could actually use the camp option to just leave immediately without killing these guys, but, you know, bloodlust and all that. So... And we can't frenzy yet. Too bad. That was lame. Hey, absolutely, man. I'll be playing until probably like 2 tomorrow. So it'll be a good long, like 4 or 5 hour stream of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So I hope to see you then. Have a good night. I'm sorry if I depressed you with my sad pauper talk. Just be sure to bring your channel points so you can name some monsters after important political figures or whatever it is you want to do. I will let her know. I'm sure she fell asleep watching Hallmark on her phone. One gold piece worth. That was definitely worth the stain of sin for taking all those lives. Alrighty. So anyway, speaking of sin, let's go get our first ring. It's going to be a cheaty ring. We're going to cheat to get it. For that, I do not apologize. For some reason, they split up the level 2 spells into 2 different guilds here. I don't know why they did that. This is the only time they did that in the game. Just to make you walk to 2 different buildings to get both of the spells. It's just in keeping with the archer being the worst character in the game. Hey guys. So big churches can bring you back to life. Little churches just heal you and then restore your mana. So Important distinction to remember. So, because I know everything about this game, just about, we are going to go here-ish. I'm hearing some sound feedback. I had no slow frames, no dropped frames the whole game so far. Go us. Now we've got a lot of these boat stones. So let's use one. Stick to the shallows as much as we can. Okay. So there's a whole pattern you're supposed to do with this where you have to like memorize certain steps in certain directions. You have to go all over the world learning all the different steps. I do this thing where I just run across and then everybody dies and then I'm like, oh, maybe I need to reload. And I'll just go to a different spot and I'll just keep trying until I make it. I disagree. So maybe I'm just not leveled up enough. I think I'm not leveled up enough yet. Because it does a set amount of damage. Yeah, that's what it is. It's because I'm not leveled up enough. That's okay. I know how we can get some free levels. We'll come back here. Don't worry. I'm doing this a little out of my normal order because I'm trying to be quick. So there's the tower. I can talk to the bear while I'm over here as well. This lone tower is the only thing for miles. The bizarre look of it immediately makes you suspect enchantment. So we're gonna sneak in here. See if we can sequence break this. Worm taken. Stop, invader! I didn't invite you into my tower. Freeze! That will teach you not to trespass in the tower of the great enchanter Tutu. Now rot forever in my cell. I don't know why he didn't attack me right there. He's supposed to do it like right off the bat, but I want to see. I could have taken the scraps of paper and then left, but I want to see if Fiverr will show up, even though I haven't done the division quest yet. If not, there'll just be a pause and then I'll die. Yep, there he is. This is the guy that we were supposed to murder in a quest we haven't been given yet. But I'm a pro gamer. Hello, Buck. Fancy meeting you here. It's Fiverr. I'm doing some work for Tutu, but since you helped me out when I was in need, I'll give you a hand. Slow motion walk. Now, if we try to leave out the front door... Oh, and that's a quest complete. Level up, level up, level up. Level up, level up, level up. Okay. So let's camp on out of here. Camping is a quick shortcut out of places you don't want to walk out of. Oh, that was weird. Hang on. I definitely just saw some weird combination of buttons that happened on my controller, and it started to like save the game again. Let's go to La Forest. Hello, Mr. Bear. I am not your average bear. I have worked hard at my studies to elevate my station in life. I run a successful honey business, the finest honey in the world. Here, have a sample. Just a free level up there. Thank you. We'll need that much later for an optional quest that we're probably not going to do. But it gave me XP, which is always nice. How close are we to the necropolis? Okay. So down here is the Great Necropolis, which we are not going to do the quest. There's a Ring of Power here. We are not strong enough to run this quest yet, and we don't have the item we need. But I want to grab the spell. Restore and freeze. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Look no further for the Ring of Vile. It came here long ago, and here it will stay. Why would the dead care for religion? Job. I might allow you to enter if you would end this mockery of a life I lead. Cannot be killed. I'm cursed with protection. If you show me the words of a powerful spell, maybe strong enough to break the protection. Okay, so I gotta go to Magic VS to learn a spell that will free him from his torment. Go over here. No living allowed. I'm gonna. Getting some sound weird. Oh, I went way too far. Hang on. To the south. There we go. So there are 2 rings that we need here. First, we'll have to help these people. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the Celestial City area. The music is glitching out a little bit. I don't know why. What do you spend your time doing? To be, to serve, and to protect. Can you help me with my quest? Especially important funeral coming up soon. I need some special embalming fluids for the body. I don't know exactly who makes them. Look it up at the university library. Well, I know who makes them. It's the people underneath Salami's grave where we dropped off that body before. But we need a special ID if we want to be able to benefit from that. So now we're going to camp, and all the people in the Moon Temple will show up. And then we'll be able to chat with them. But look, there's nothing here yet. So that is a quest you have to do. These guys are being attacked by the Spartans. So I need to get the Spartans to leave them alone. But in the meantime, there's a temple here. Show me that with which you began, the sorcerer's symbol. Good, you may go on. Every time we answer one of these riddles, you get 200 XP for your whole party. And you can talk to them over and over again. So we're going to go to the bottom, we're going to get the ring. And then we're probably going to level ourselves up to an obscene degree and speed through the rest of the game. The symbol of despair is the whip, which we got from the Black Priest in the temple in Chaos. I think any Black Priest will drop it, honestly. Tough as armor found inside, bring me protection that is not hide. Well, that's a skull, which we found in the Shady Rest Funeral Home. This is the easiest ring to get, and it's also probably the best one to get because you can get free level ups in the process. A vessel of fluid containment is a goblet. We got the goblet from the hermit's hut just to the north of Cathedral, near the burnt out factories. That which came from Nexus, well, how about his eye? Okay. There we go. We got a ring, y'all. I'm going to mute this for this little bit because otherwise it's going to get really obnoxious really quickly. Everybody's getting dim levels. So everybody's getting all sorts of XP now. Let's go until everybody hits another level, which will probably take a minute. But we'll go to, I think the next level up is 6,400. Which should be like level, I think 12,800 is the max level. So every time you level up, you need to gain double the XP. So it's 100, 200, 400, 800, 1,600, 3,200, 6,400, 12,800. And then that's the cap. There's only 9 levels in the game. Not cheating your way through it, you will not probably get to the max level until just before the final battle. Because you get XP for completing quests and things, but not all quests result in XP gains. The battles are basically worthless. You don't get enough to really do anything from leveling up. Or you don't get enough to level up from fighting, generally, unless you're like really close, and then it just puts you over the edge. Alright. Thought. Yeah, once your characters start being named after rings, specific rings of power, you know it's serious. Ring of Mutation, we're not too far from that one, but we don't have the piece for it yet. Is that everybody? Yep, okay. Well, the whole party is super strong. I want to exit the game for a second and just see if it'll fix the sound. And I also want to go potty because I've been playing for an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm going to be right back. Y'all be good. Empty Chair Stream Hype. You can spam it now if anyone out there is awake and listening. Everybody's got it if you're a subscriber. So, woot. Okay, and we are back. So, I think we've got enough time to get at least 2 more rings, right? Probably more if I'm cheap, which I will be. Oh, wrong thing. Hang on. There we go. So what do we got going on here? Where are we in relation to the world? Go down here. We can go to the Thieves' Town and meet Keith the Thief, who's named after the character. He was like the primary character in the first ever Naughty Dog game. But first we can slay the shit out of these dragons with all of our uber-powered characters. Because we got that going for us. We still don't have enough... We don't have good spells for everybody, but, you know, whatever. Slash is trash. So... Archer's trash. But that's okay, because... pretty soon we're going to have Daze, which is an AoE spell for him, and we've got Frenzy. So, YOLO. And we can cast Wave. Oh shit. Glad we bought that now. 9 damage. That doesn't seem like a good... Doesn't seem like a good return for the amount of mana I just spent. It's a little iffy. That's okay. I'll get shocked for her, and then she'll be unstoppable as well. For now, it looks like Mortimer's going to be our beefy boy. There is a weird glitch with Slay where if you try to, and I guess it works with all of the like one hit to all enemy spells. If there's only 2 enemies, it always misses one of them. So you gotta use it when you're fighting 3 or more enemies, or it ends up being a waste of mana. But it is what it is. That's why the channel's called Jank Bros. On the Discord, at least. Got some gold off of that. First worthwhile fight we've been in. Got any more of them rings? I actually did get 1 ring, Denaz. I just got the Ring of Thought, and we've got a full party, and they're all reasonably leveled up. And would you believe, I actually started a new game at 8 o'clock today, so this is all since we started today. I'm probably going to get at least 2 more rings before I'm done. Also, how are you? That's me. I'm the Chief Bandit. What kind of spells you got? Sure. It's not shock, but it'll help. Doing okay. It was a stressful day, but I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna play some Pokemon Nuzlocke, and I don't have to work until Monday. And next week's gonna be a short week for me. I've got to go into the office on Monday. I'll be working from home Tuesday, and Wednesday is a half day for Thanksgiving. So, eat. Aw. Hello, traveler. Thanks again. He just robbed me. I found the Ring of Will in a bagel I was eating one day. You can't take it from me, but I'll make a deal with you. Bring me the leaf from the fluffy tree of Gomez. It is said to make any true thief the best thief in the universe. I have no idea where you can find the fluffy tree of Gomez, but I heard that a lunatic held at the asylum went questing for it. Keith the Thief was the main protagonist of the first Naughty... Or, I don't know if it was the first game Naughty Dog ever made, but it was the game they made immediately before this one. So. Well, Denaz, do you have any specific names in mind for Pokemans? I might be willing to set up the redeem early just for you. And maybe I'll have a Joe Dasson for you. Just waiting when you come in. Joe Dasson hype. Everybody who is an affiliate on Twitch got extra emote slots added. You now start with 4 emote slots and 1 animated emote slot for free. So I've got 6 emotes now. Fuck yeah. And I think you should check that out and see if there's any new emotes you want to get for your character or for your channel. I was telling Yelleth we might need to use, like, I was thinking of just using the icon that we use for the Discord, but I was talking about just having like a Jank Bros emote. Maybe we could all use the same emote for that. That sort of thing excites you. So he wants to know why the people of Mesa haven't joined his criminal organization. Yes. Indeed. Honestly, I feel like the tiered subs thing is kind of weird, and I don't like it. So I'm glad that I can just give everybody, and all the bits sub, like, I took all that crap off, like the bits emotes and all that, and I just said, you know what? If you're a subscriber, you get an emote. You get another emote. You get a 4th emote. Congratulations. So I need the Beard of a Thespian to complete the necromancy spell, but I haven't actually been told I need the Beard of a Thespian, so I don't think he'll give it to me yet. And yes, I said thespian, not the other word. Nice. The Library of Oxford. So, we need the embalmers. This place sucks. There is a guy who's like an expert on... There you go. Necromancers are great embalmers. And he left a pass on a bookshelf somewhere. So that's what we needed to complete the Sun Temples quest. We need the Embalmer's Pass. If we go back to the City of Blood and we talk to the person who we gave the body to, there's actually a ladder behind them. And if you have the pass and you go down that ladder, then you can get the embalming fluid. If you go down there without the pass, they'll attack you. And one of them knows Reaper, which summons Slash from the Appetite for Destruction album, which is also horrible. That Slash attacks you. Show. Scrap. I got the scrap, you bastard. I got the scrap of paper. Maybe I need to read it. Well, that's broken. Hopefully we don't need that. Oh wait, I was gonna see what Dude Man actually had to sell. Hang on. Shock! That's what we need. Give him the shocker. Oh, 6 more. I'm gonna do... I have the legend emote that Megami made, and I added that, but I think I want to add a sriracha bottle and name it the spicy emote. That's gonna be my next emote. Oh, it's Emino! We had Emino in our party at the beginning, remember? He was there when Thalmus got killed. I think I might be able to help you get the Ring of Advancing, but first you must do me a favor and get me a lens for the observatory. Okay. Hey, buddy. Trash Becky Giraboir Piccolo. Truer words were never spoken, friend. We have burned through probably like 4,000 food and water since we started this game. Air and rapids. Did it. No. Another ship, and we are short on cash. So before we do anything, we're going to jump up to the City of Commerce, and we're going to sell some stuff, and then we should be able to get some better spells for our knight. I think you get this. I think you get the level 8 spells there. The problem with the knight is his spells just aren't very economical. Like, you use up a lot of mana for a little bit of return, so it ends up being not worth it to really have him be like one of your bruisers. We got plenty of spells for the Necromancer. Sell all this stuff real quick. Blades. And some gems. There we go. A log would be a Hammer Bros helmet and a hammer stamped on a trash can. Okay. What you got for sale, brother? Don't want that. Swords and Torrent. Neither one of these spells is worth it, but I need something. Is that it? Just a sorcerer, knight, and necromancer, huh? Okay. I call bullshit, but thank you for your time. Have a lovely day. Yeah, we need a Jank Bros emote for all of us. I wonder if you can have multiple people with the same emote. Do you think Twitch has something in place to prevent that? I don't know. Well, let's head down this way. We'll stop by the City of Blood, where we will get the embalming fluid, and then we'll go just outside of town, and we'll go kick the crap out of those enchanters that were going to stop us from getting Obloquy. Back like 45 minutes ago when we got the enchanter in our party, I said if we go downstairs, we'll get attacked by a crew of enchanters. Well, it's actually really interesting because the game sets you up for failure by having you go upstairs, get the enchanter, and if you don't sneak out the back exit, you will die. Like, you're not going to be able to fight those guys at the level you're at when you get Obloquy. But then if you never go back and kill them, you don't get the item that you need to get the Ring of Mutation. So you've got to, like, somehow magically remember that those guys are there and then go back and kick the shit out of them. Like, nobody in the game really tells you that you need to kill them. It's just one of those things you just find out. And then, yeah, it's weird. So, one of the harsher leaps of logic in the game. Well, we've got the pass, so we should be fine even though it's daytime. I see you have a pass. Go on in. Greetings. I'm busy working on an experiment right now. There you go. Now we leave and don't talk to anybody because they can attack us. So we got the embalming fluid, so that's the Sun Temple done. And then we need to go just outside of town, kill the enchanters, and then we'll go down to Sparta, and we'll get the Spartan King to stop attacking the Moon people. And then we'll have everything we need to go get the one of the rings belonging to the Conjurers. I don't know if we'll be able to get it just right away, but we'll at least be there. We'll have the items. It's a hard fight. Hey guys. Master Xylotile has changed his mind. Obloquy is no longer yours to take. Will you challenge us? Yes, of course. Torrent. I feel like it should be fine as well, Denaz. There's Feather, the trash hit. Feather is basically like the Nina 3 of the Rings of Power game. She's Garbo. She's the worst ever. So I don't have shock yet for Alexi, so this might get a little dicey here. I have Master. Oh, that did a lot of damage to one person. Okay. Killed him. Slay. Well, that's one down. Please kill like 3 of them. Okay. That last one is the one we're worried about. Swords. Frenzy. That's a good frenzy cast right there. Is that GG? Not quite. Okay. 21 hit points is not great, but eat him. Same exact spell, but does twice as much damage because of Lexi. Got a bomb. Got a mana. Got a quick save. So we got the pick, y'all. Yes, you get a free animated emote slot. That's what the message said. Yelleth has 2 now. He's got 2 animated emotes because he's skunking both of us in subs. Damn him all. Damn him all. Damn him. Nah, we don't want those. Those are bad spells. So, those pathetic fools want mercy. Well, only the strong survive. Why should I honor the request of a weakling like you? Prove yourself in my arena. Okay. I honestly don't know, Denaz. I don't have any interest in animated emotes, so I can't say. Well, it's just a 1v6, so confuse and I win. Yeah, once you get confused, any fight where there's only one enemy, you pretty much just automatically win. By virtue of using confusion and denying them attacks. The bear is spellbound. Golly gee. Oh. Kill him. So we gotta kill all the bears and all the dragons in the Spartan arena. And then he will agree not to kill them. Oh! Oh, okay. That's not that bad. That looked scarier than it was. I'll harm you. $15 damage. Pathetic. Well, I'm subbed, Denaz, I think. I'm trying. I think I'm gonna stop giving y'all bits and I'm gonna start gifting subs instead, because then that helps you build up towards getting your emote slots unlocked. As much as I know bits are nice, like you get more money from the bits. I don't know. What would you prefer? Would you rather have gift subs or bits? I guess it just depends on what you're shooting for at the time. Per sub? Okay. He's a level billion townsperson. Murdered. Oh, well, that was a shitty cast. Yeah. Truth. And you always have the off chance that some person will be like, who's this rando that I have a sub to? And they'll come check you out and stick around. Heals. It's actually so ridiculous, Denaz. The Necromancer can heal you, and the Necromancer's highest level spells will heal the entire party, and it restores health and mana. And the best heal spell in the game, if you cast it, I think it actually, or like the second best heal spell in the game, it actually restores more mana to the Necromancer than it uses. So it's essentially just a free heal spell that you can cast as much as you want in battle. It's pretty silly. But on the flip side, Feather is absolute garbage, so, you know, it balances out. For every Pekko, there's a Nina. Some characters are just easier to find good spells for than others, as I'm sure you're seeing the difference in the spell lists between some of these characters and others. Like, some of these guys have 2 or 3 spells, and then others have a whole sheet of magic. We're not really following the normal quest lines of the game, Denaz. Honestly, once I get all my party members, I kind of just go around the globe multiple times. And as I'm going, I like zigzag up and down and complete a bunch of quests. So like my first time through, I got 1 ring. And now I'm on my second trip around. And by the time I'm done, I'm going to get like 3 more rings. It's kind of a weird, messy way to do it. I was telling Yelleth earlier, there are several opportunities in the game to soft lock yourself. So I basically memorized the game by virtue of having to start it over and over and over and then play through the whole thing. So I don't really do the quests. I just grab the final item for each quest and then do my thing. Oh, I didn't want that spell, but it'll work. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Thank you. Is that it? I think that's just 2 of each. Your triumph in the arena entitles you to a favor. If you choose to waste it on the moon people, then so be it. Word. Isn't there an item over here I need to grab? Hold on a second. But what if I bribe you? I feel like there's an item in one of these chests that I need. Maybe not. If not, I'm never coming back here again, so it doesn't really matter if they don't like me. War key taken. Oh, that's how you get into the... Okay, that's silly. So the war key is how you're supposed to actually get into the arena so you can fight the monsters. But because I just talked to them through the wall, I didn't need it. So stupid. I knew there was an item that I could get there. I just didn't know it was garbage. Quick save. So, sun people are good, moon people are good. That is an enemy. So what are we going to do now? Well, we're going to cut through this little channel. And actually, there's a bar over here I think I need to talk to somebody at. Hang on. Let's go talk to this guy real quick. Is there a unique person up here? Oh no. nothing. What about this? I'm thinking of a different spot. This isn't the spot. We gotta come over here. But I think we can go there now. Yeah. We gotta talk to Bob and we gotta get the Milk of Youth. And there's actually a little Easter egg. There's like some fourth wall breaking going on. So the town of Sunrise and Sunset is basically half all children and half all old people, which sounds like a recipe for disaster in today's America. But, you know, back in the 80s, 90s, it was okay, I guess. So there's a couple of things we need to do here. First off, we need to get the milk key. Because we're awesome. And then one of these houses is going to be playing epic music. There it is. Welcome. I just like to have fun. What do you spend your time doing? I do whatever needs to be done. Work is no fun. I hate school. I don't care what class I am. When I grow up, I want to be a powerful guilds master. What about my quest? I don't care about your quest. Look, mister, talking about this stuff is really boring. Want to play Rings of Power on my computer? I'm already ahead of you, brother. Milk key used. And the Milk of Youth. We'll need that later. I think Bob is in the old people's side of town. He's going to be an extra NPC in one of the houses, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, hey there. Help me, I'm really from Dogania, but an evil witch named Hideous stole my beauty. She took a lock of my hair for her spell. Can you help me get it back? Sure. Could have done that when I was over in Blood, actually. But I forgot. Oh. Well, I've got a note from Nexus telling Bob he can die now. So now I gotta find Bob so he can die. Is this Bob? Are you Bob? Maybe he is in the youth side of town. Oh, there he is. What? It's the wrong person. Never mind. The time has come. Okay. I didn't get a chance to read all that, but okay. So we got another quest, a note, and a random item. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm mad I forgot about this before. Okay. So we gotta do some off-roading here. On the plus side, maybe we'll get attacked by some pirates and we'll get a flag or two. Pirates! My gird. Get slain. Oof. Shock. One down. 46 damage. And you're dead. And that's one flag down, only 4 more to go. So there's an uber powerful conjurer living in the swamp that we could fight, or we could go kill these guys and then talk to the friendly one, and he'll tell us what the witch's weakness is. And you're dead. Get wrecked. Don't hurt me, Master. Please don't hurt me. Are you going to kill me? Of course not. Thank you, Master. I'll tell you where the witch's bone is. Search in the muck at the southeast corner here. I saw her hide it in the muck. Okay. Finger. Oh no, we're gonna use our finger. Give her the thingy. Oh, okay. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine because I can kill them. That could, if this was earlier in the game, that could have possibly been a soft lock right there. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, no! My progress! Energy. Boom. Boom. Okay. So what we want to do is we're going to fight this first group of weaklings. There's a lot of them, but they're weak. They're not even high enough level to use Frenzy, I don't think. So they're really no threat to a full party, especially if you've got AoEs, as you're going to see. If Buck goes next, I think it's a 6 for 6. Nope. As soon as Buck or Alexi goes, that's going to be the end of the game for these guys. Honestly, Obliki might kill him too. Probably not. Rapids! Can you tell it's river rapids being summoned? And they're dead. Okay. So before we do anything, we go into items, and there's a finger, and we use it. You snap the bone in two. The witch shimmers and becomes ugly, then collapses into a pile of goo. Finger lost. Hair lot taken. So at that point, we can just leave. We don't have to fight the other guys. Deuces. So we got the lock of hair. We can take that back to the ugly lady in the sunrise and sunset, and she'll give us a key that we need to get a ring. And we've already got the milk, which it's honestly a little trolly that the game sends you to that town to get the key, And then once you get the key, you talk to a guy inside the locked room that's like, I need the milk of youth. I think it's in the town of Sunrise and Sunset. And then you literally have to go back to the exact same town on the ass end of nowhere a second time. Which lady? The ugly lady? I'm not hating. She literally says, the witch took my beauty. That's the quest. The witch took away her beauty. I think the witch took her inner beauty, though, because she looks the same after you give her the hair lock back. Oh, Easter Island heads. Oh, hang on. Oh my god. There we go. Chickadee, chickadee. Thank you so much. I can never repay you. Take this key from me. It will let you into the king's chambers in the doggone castle. The king needs help. I must be off to return to my family. Okay. So at this point, we can go back over here and get a ring here, or we can continue over this way. We can get the fluffy leaf here, and then we can go over to here, get the gems, and then come back. That's what we'll do. Okay. So we'll go up, up, up. So the chamber where the next one of the rings that we need is like right here, but we need gems. No, it's not here. It's up and to the left. I'm sorry. That little L shape in the river, that's where it is. But we don't have the gems to actually unlock it unless we can cheat the game and kill a guy to steal it, in which case, go us. We could try while we're here. I don't think we can. I think he's magically protected. Yeah. So he's got a full party. And he's the guy that was chilling with Darius who killed our party. He's like the second hardest enemy after the final boss. So yeah, we need the gems. Unfortunate. Let's go over here. This is the final area in the game, this island with the plus-shaped building on it. But it's also where there's a horrible maze that I hate very much. You can see the cave. You see the sprite for the side of that mountain looks just a little different. And there's a maze here where you have to push buttons and it'll make certain stumps disappear. I do not know what the actual path is. Although I will say, I was talking about how hard it was in my previous run through and then solved it in like 2 minutes. And I had one person come in and basically, like, in my video, they commented, they were like, "You've got a nice personality for a streamer." but you literally spent 15 minutes talking about how hard this dungeon was and then shot through it faster than anyone could ever possibly watch to learn what you're doing. And I was like, yeah, sorry, it's not a walkthrough, it's just me playing it for fun, bro. I'll do better next time, but as you're about to see, I'm not going to do better next time. I'm going to run through it quickly again. If I got to suffer, you got to suffer. So there's little divots on the ground, like just to the right of my character. You need to step on all of these. You have to step on every one of them once, and it'll open up your path. So like now, I've stepped on it a second time, so I gotta come back, step on it a third time, okay. And that's really the trick to the maze, is just being thorough and stepping on all the little blocks, and then looking for the new path that's opened up as you do so. There are some hidden ones, though, is the trick. So you gotta check all your little corners and things. There's one over there. Can I go down here yet? Let's find out together. I did get my third COVID shot today, Denaz. I got my second booster shot, I guess you'd call it. They were doing them at work today, so me and Calrea both got stuck. So that's a nice early Christmas present from the department, I suppose. Got it. All right, he's going to do a smoky. Nothing over here. Alrighty, y'all. Let's see if we did it correctly. If we did, then I've done a bad walkthrough because I got through it too quickly, and for that I apologize. You went too fast. It's not that kind of stream. There we go. There we go. And hopefully that's an open path to the fuzzy tree of Gomez. Oh, nope, we gotta go this way first. Here? No? Get it? Not hitting any more switches. I know the final path does take you kind of around a very circuitous route. So, I think maybe we got it. If not, I'm gonna cry. There it is! And then you just gotta grab the leaf. Fuck yeah. Alright, I hope y'all were watching, because that's the last time I'm going to come through this cave. Oh no, thieves! They're here for the leaf! Ah! Fuck you, thieves! Oh, well, that was kind of lame. Shot! That's one down. Alright, Feather, don't fuck it up. Thank you. You did a good job. So we got the leaf for Keith the Thief. We got the fuzzy leaf for Keith the Thief. And we've got the 2 quests done for the sun and moon people. Let's go talk to them. Sun and moon are right there. This is the bar I was thinking of that I need to go to. Fuck off, little boat. Not here for you. This is going to be where we lose our ship. Because it's going to get lost. Moon people. Quest. Moon Gem is hidden in the center of the pool. Moon Gem taken. And then come over here. We're gonna have to camp. Well, food is getting a little low. And this guy should just give us the key and we go downstairs to get the sun gem, I think. Hey, I got your embalming fluid. Don't tell the boss back at the Great Cathedral. He doesn't actually tell you that the gem is downstairs. He's just like, here, take the key. But I guess if you can't figure that much out, then you don't deserve to win, right? Sun gem taken. Done and done. Boat. I need to find a traveling merchant so I can buy a dragon stone. Actually, I need like 3 dragon stones, but I've gotten pretty far into the game without one, and I really need one. I'm at the point where I'm not going to be able to complete certain quests if I don't get one. You have jewelry. You have food and water. Okay, and now we're going to do to 12,360, give or take. There we go. And then we're going to do to 11,761. Just trying to get an even amount of each resource. Beautiful. Alright, let's go see Keith the Thief. Get our Ring of Will. Oh, wrong way. Hey, buddy. We got your leaf. You actually found the leaf. Amazing. Well, I'm really sorry, but I traded my ring to a priest named Yappa for a good luck charm. He said he was going to the great cathedral with his prize. You can look for him there, you bastard. And then he still took the leaf. Yappa. He was one of our fellow classmates at the start of the game. He was the one that was hanging out in the temple when we went to meet Akthul and get our tome. Oh, pirates. Yeah, just go ahead and knock half your health off right off the bat. Bye, have a beautiful time. And you're dead. And that's flag number 2. Are you gonna sell me some dragon stones? Yes, he is. First, I'm gonna sell him any other trade goods I may have, which I don't have a lot. Okay, bribe him. And it increased the price. Oh, you bastard. Hang on. Let me see if I can trick him. That actually increased the price by almost 300 gold. Oh, it actually spawns a different one. Ah, it still increases the price though. Okay, well that sucked. I guess I learned a valuable lesson. Okay, you can go now. You can go now. Thank you, bastard. Well, I said I needed them, and I needed them. Damn it. Well, that's another ring in the bag right there if we want to go over there real quick. That's probably the best place we could have gotten one. Aztecs! Pretty much. So we need a dragon stone just to get up onto this little mesa, which sucks because it's not actually, I don't know. It's just sucky. We got it. I spent 1,000 gold just now so that I could literally do this. Someone's home. Someone's home. So while we're here, we're going to find out why they hate Mr. Belmont. They basically say that the log basically talks about how the sands of Mesa are magical and they protect the people from the evil influence of Mr. Belmont, who's like the avatar of the demon void on Earth. And you show it to him and he's like, I see. Huh. Like, he's kind of pissed, but it is what it is. Honestly, if I was smart, I would have just bought one Dragonstone and then flown over here and bought the others for a lot cheaper. And I am smart, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, never mind. I'm not smart at all. I had already saved. Oh, no. Well, FML, I guess. That's just rings of power, I guess. Burning through 40 food and 40 water every square I move with that dragon. That cost me 2,000 food and water, that little trip. So here, there are two pretty ladies. And if I show this one the picture of the Ring of Mutation, hey, that picture is of my real shape. I'm returned unto my original form. Ring obtained. Ring of Mutation, baby. If you don't know where to go for that, you literally go to like every inn in the game trying to figure out which pretty lady is the one you got to show the picture to. It's pretty nerve-wracking. Got the log. Yo, what spells you got? How's a lot of money? Spends a lot of money in a little bit of time. Oh my god, it's so much cheaper. Oh my god. Oh. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of them so that I can try to make my money back by reselling them. Oh, that sucks. Well, while I'm here, I reckon I'll get some magic sand. What? Oh no, it's over here. Never mind. Give me all the sand. I don't know how much I actually need. I watched the magic sand well up from the hill over there. Okay, that's his job. Cool, bro. Uh. Oh, that was a hit. Yes, Aztecs, though, Denaz. They are the flame-worshipping sun people. And we got their gem. Oh, instant pirates. I think that Inferno is not the one I wanted. Damn, it's flames. This one's going to do good damage too, though. Maybe. Yeah, 14. I don't know. For half my mana bar, not worth it. It's like undodgeable, so I guess it's good for that reason, but I don't know. Is there a cat? There's a Callie. There's a Callie in the window. Boom, baby. Mortimer, don't fuck around. Kills him dead, and then brings him back to life. Okay. No, they worship Nexus. This is a monotheistic planet. Wait. Huitzilopochtli? Pochtli? Huitzilopochtli? Oh no, it's a billion dragons! Pow, 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 pow. I just gotta limber it up first. Trash archer is trash. Frenzy! I have a feeling at least one of these dragons is going to get a really nasty attack off on me unless Alexi goes right now. Oh my god. Here we go. Ah, I did the wrong freaking spell again. You know what? Rewind. Rewind. Nobody pay attention to that. Oh, well, that spell sucks. Both of those spells are terrible. Why did I spend $1,300 or $1,300 on each of those spells? That's what I thought I was casting, was Flare. Bastards. Yeah, I cheated. That's the first time I've actually rewound the game in this playthrough. Rewinding doesn't actually help a whole lot in this game because a lot of the outcomes are basically like predetermined well in advance in the battles. Like all of their moves and things are picked like at the start of the battle. So restarting the fight will not get you a different outcome generally. There's actually like, it's still RNG, but the RNG is all determined before you ever make your first selection. Which is really weird, but such is life. Okay. Oh my god. The random encounters, though, y'all. So I guess I gotta do what I did before. Come down here. Boat over. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill these guys, honestly. Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill me, even with my party as leveled up as I am, because I don't have the multi-character freeze yet. And these guys are pretty strong. I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill me. Let's try. Well, that spell doesn't do anything, so that was a waste of a turn. That was the least frightening thing he could have done, so that was a waste of a turn. Archer wastes a turn. I really wish I had Blaze for her right now, but I don't. Let's do it. Get that general damage for the whole enemy party. 14 damage. Not good. I'm at the second highest level with my entire party right now. It's just the fact that my spell selection is still not that great that's messing me up. Oh, that's a good frenzy, though. We might get some kills. Oh, yeah, we're getting kills. Blood! Oh! Hell yeah. Hell no. Oh, that's still not that bad. Okay. Never mind. We're good. We got this. I was scared for nothing. Let's do air again. Air seems to be a pretty decent little low mana spell that's gonna miss constantly. Torrent. Nice. It's just me and you now, honey. We'll heal just to be safe. Perfection taken, baby. I honestly didn't think that we'd win that fight, but we did, because we're amazing. Even though Feather was trying to drag the party down. So we've now got 3 of the 11 rings of power. And it is 11 o'clock. But I've got a couple more rings that I can grab very quickly. So let's do that, and then we'll call it. Right? Okay, so the first one we're going to get is we're going to get that one that we did the YOLO strat that didn't work. We're going to come up here, and we're going to grab this one, the Ring of Variation. And then we'll land here, we'll cut over here to Cathedral, we'll get the Ring of Will, and then that'll be a good stopping point. That'll probably take us about 15-20 minutes. So... assuming we have no major issues. And then we can start with an easy ring grab next time with the Ring of Division, which is just, I don't know, a locked door, one conversation, and 2 fights away. So, this is as good a spot as any. Come up here. Now let's see if we have enough HP to tank this trap now. There's a whole series where it's like, start in this spot, and then when the skulls are not there, take 3 steps forward, 2 steps to the left, 1 step back, da, 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 and it's very difficult. Nope. I hit the wall. Be more careful next time. Maybe you need to quest for clues. Oh, holy crap. We barely made it across. I don't know if I like that. Let's try again. Oh. We made it. Who says puzzles are required? Ring of variation taken, baby. It's not really cheating, it's just me having a strong knowledge of the game, right? And I think that's the river right back there that we need, yeah. Or I could sail all the way around. Wait, no, I can't. Okay. Oh, I could sail like for real, all the way around. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We'll come back this way once we get the Ring of Will. Do a quick little jump over. Well, we're going to end up with a full party and 5 of the 11 rings after 3 hours. So I am definitely satisfied that we're going to beat this whole game in one go in January. Well, there's trouble, and he brought friends. Hey, buddy. So, Buck, you have tracked me here. I assume you're after the Ring of Will. I'm afraid so, Yappa. Give it to me, and we will avoid a fight. I wish I could, but I am under orders from the High Priest to deliver the ring to the temple. The temple is not all-powerful, Yappa. There are other forces in the universe. I must have that ring. Then I am afraid you must fight me for it. And see, he's actually weaker than Fezzik's group. But they're more evenly leveled, so I guess it's kind of a wash. Energy. Another awesome frenzy from Obliki. I wonder if we can kill the whole party before they get a chance to move. If Mortimer goes before they go, then we're gonna wipe the entire enemy party before they ever get a chance to attack. But I don't think we're gonna get to. I think they're gonna get, oh, here comes Mortimer. Well, say farewell to your booties. Oh, miscast. Okay. That's okay. We killed 5 of them. Feels bad, man. And a will. Let's get the hell out of here. You'd think that like every priest in this place would just immediately aggro on you. But nope. Those are good spells. If anything, if I do a follow-up episode to this, it'll probably end up being less than 3 hours to beat the whole thing. I'm trying to think. The Ring of Advancing is going to be easy. Division is going to be super easy. It's an item quest for calling. Intuition is going to be a bit of a B, and both of the Necromancer rings are going to be kind of sucky as well. I'd say 2 hours. It'll be an easy night on Tuesday. So, anyway, that was Rings of Power. So, I had fun playing this. Thanks to Calrea for the suggestion on this as my retro RPG that I would play next. The game is janky, and I don't even really play it the way you're supposed to play it, but it makes me so happy to run through it again. I love it. That's what it's all about, right? Super Jank Bros is all about finding the jankest of the jank and then sharing it with the world and making them shake their heads and say, how could you possibly play that crap? So, anybody out there wants to join the Jank Bros Discord, that's a link. Thank you so much to Denaz for dropping in later on in the stream, keeping me occupied after everyone else had fallen asleep. I'm sorry that you'll miss tomorrow's Pokemon stream, but look on the bright side. I haven't actually hooked my Switch up to the laptop yet, so it might not even work. You might not miss anything at all. I hope to see Denaz and everybody else again real soon. As I said, I'm doing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, my first ever Nuzlocke run tomorrow. I'm going to do like 4 to 5 hours probably of it at least, assuming I get it to work. And then Saturday morning cartoons, it might just be more of a mishmash of the Sega collection. I actually bought several more games for the Sega Genesis Classics collection. I'm enjoying just kind of like jumping around and playing different stuff. So, I hope to see you all then, but if I don't, then as always, until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Later.